Clark County man alive today because of good people in the right place at the right time.
It is indeed a story of survival. Harry Boomer spoke with family members about his harrowing tale.
It's good to be able to bring our viewers this kind of story. Mr. Paul Wetzel is a hospital bed here at Cleveland Clinic Mercy Hospital, resting instead of resting in peace.
When my wife said in the morning, well, you died for a while here.
That's the voice of 78-year-old Paul Wetzel. On Thursday morning, he was saved by a group of Good Samaritans on the side of I-77 near Canton.
It certainly is because people want to be helpful, and I really appreciate that.
Erin Swartzfelder is one of his 3 daughters. She recalls exactly what happened last week.
So when he was driving down 77 South, the driver's side tire basically disintegrated, and so he pulled off to the side of the road and decided he was going to try to change the tire himself.
Thankfully, it was on the driver's side. It allowed passerbys to see he was in distress as he worked to remove the tire. He got one lug nut off.
But then went into cardiac arrest and collapsed onto the ground, and what we were told was, you know, laying back enough that it was obvious that he was in distress.
That's when some strangers stopped to help.
So she saw him and pulled off the side of the road and was running back to him when another passerby saw her running back to him, so she pulled over and ran back to him. And then other people started stopping.
Summit County Sheriff Deputy Ruggles and State Highway Patrol Lieutenant Caitlin Kowicki and Jeff Summers, a physician's assistant at Mercy Hospital, and others all pitched in, including Trooper Anthony Whitaker from the Canton Post. He instructed the bystanders to continue rendering aid and doing chest compressions while he retrieved his AED from the trunk of his patrol car.
There's just so many heroes in this story. It's just really amazing.
Continue to improve. We'll keep praying for you.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
All right, thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad. Love you.
Mr. Wetzel, a Navy veteran, and his family want all those involved in saving his life to know just how thankful they are. Now he can finish restoring his 1960s Mustang when he finishes recuperating. In Canton, I'm Harry Boomer, 19 News.